What up, world? It's your boy Steve, back at it again with another luxurious episode of Not For Nothing podcast, where you are there and I am here and you going to be entertained. So without further freaking ado, bow! New York Knicks champions. I said it, Knicks at 5, and I'll say it a freaking again. Knicks at motherfucking 5, bro. Yo, let's go. Let's go. They doubted us out. I said it from the jump. This is a Cinderella story. I said this from the beginning. You go see the previous episode. You go see episode 28, 29, 30. Knicks are going to be champions. And I've been on it. You know what? Just without further ado, before I even jump into the further segment, I need y'all to just come and follow me on this aspect real quick. Let me share something with you. Boom. This is what my boy Harry, and obviously we won't get to the spiel of what's coming up for the next season over the summer. But without further ado, let's start right here.
Bodega Anthony, Bodega Cat, he gonna hit him with the little Dominican shimmy, you know? He's like,
inconsistent cat.
Inconsistent cat. Listen,
New York is gonna go as far as OG Anunoby is willing to take him. I
what do
say
you
that
think?
because
Well, okay, yeah, expand on that.
I say this because we all know Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson's gonna get his 25, 20, but
Which in the finals, my man put 45 points, more than the Spurs team, by his dolo. You feel me? But
he's very ball hoggish.
Mm-hmm.
And as you've seen Game 6 against Atlanta Hawks, Game 5 against Atlanta Hawks, OG Anunoby, presence on the boards, his presence on the offense, like he put up 27 points.
Yep.
And he set the tone coming out the gate in Game 6 against Atlanta. I feel like OG Anunoby, like he's the guy that's gonna take the Knicks to the next level if the Knicks are, yes.
okay. I respect that. You hear that from the man himself, and don't worry, he life be life, and he's coming right back. You feel me? He's not gone, but he made his point valid there, and which I respected because he was the one that called it out when OG was just stepping up and taking care of the Knicks' overall performance. And obviously, Brunson is a fourth quarter demon. No one's gonna take that away from him, right? And everyone who doubted him from 2022, when they just said, yeah, the Knicks is gonna put their bet on him, and little that people knew, he won his championship in high school, he won his championship in college, and now he wants his championship in the pros, bro. For me, I'm a diehard Kobe fan. I put Kobe above LeBron, and whoever's LeBron, Glazers, sue me. I don't care. I don't give two shits. I enjoy Kobe because of his mentality. That's my preference. Like, you know what? All else fails, you give me the ball. I'll make that decision. I live by the sword, I'll die by the sword type of mentality. That's like the gladiator shit that, for me or some other avid fans that would see how Kobe's work ethic emulates in them, because, I'm an undersized athlete myself. I have to prove my worth. I have to make sure I have to climb tooth and nail. I have to be that dude on that field. You know what? I'm that man right there. And some shortcomings come in, and I'm like, all right, you know what? This is just drawing board. Shortcomings, short guy. Anyway, besides that, just seeing how Brunson, come up the court, the mentality, yo, is the job not finished? It is what it is. How people will come out. They will say I'm not good. And now that he's a champion, what more can you say? Don't be coming up kissing ass. Nah, I need you to stay with that same freaking energy, bro. That same energy that everyone always comes in tailors, right? Hold on. Yeah, wait, hold on. Body's on the floor. Hold on. That is a fact. Wait, one more time. Oh, You know what? Let me just give you some like, highlights of his accolades, Major achievements. Obviously, he got his 2026, led the Knicks to his champs, right? He's a champion, feel me? Finals MVP, dropped 45 points, feel me? Right? Closing game 5. And the crazy part is, the Spurs didn't do that bad. I give it to Harper and Castle. Fox, everyone's saying get rid of him. I would say just keep him on the bench. Have him come off the bench to release pressure from Castle and Harper. But those two, with Wemby, and he knows how to load manage his stamina, they'll be a hard force to take. Pause. But like, that's that. These are rookie guards that came up and gave it work. Lockdown D did what they had to do, shooting. Like, yo, you leave me open, I'm gonna bow. I'm gonna shit that. Bow. I'm gonna hit that. Like, and they proved it. But it's just like Kendrick Perkins stated before. You don't give the Knicks an opportunity to fight back. You have to like suppress them. And they were beating them. 30-point deficit, 16-point deficit. They were beating them by double digits. And it's until the final clock, the final hour, the Knicks was like, nah, we've been in here before. We just got to outpunch them. And what they did, they outpunched them. Like, for Brunson, right, his value right now, from 2023 to 2024, he averaged 28.7 points. Averages, 6.7 assists, 3.5 rebounds, 47.9, almost 48% shooting. And for a guard, you have to have like a sick handle and at least above a 40% complete shooting range. Like, at least above. So at least you show that you have some consistency of shooting or just taking it to the Baja. But, yo, I became a Brunson fan today. Like I've seen his highlights. I've seen his college. Seen him when he was in the Dallas, and I was just like, something about him. But obviously, being undersized, you always will have stipulations, right? It's like, I'm short, he's short. I know that it's like, if I had obstacles to overcome, I think he has obstacles to overcome. I'm probably not going to expect too much. But when you see, like, an undersized guard that's letting it be known, I'm going to dominate, I'm going to will myself into here. And especially where he took a pay cut to allow pieces. And everybody like in social media make jokes like, you know what? The power of friendship, believe it. Some Naruto bullshit. But, hey, it worked. Hey, now, irregardless whatever happens after this, they're going to go down in history. Brunson is literally now the king of New York. For the Knicks, for 53 years, like my father-in-law, low-key, I'm not going to try to date him, but saw the first chip. And now, seeing them winning 53 years later, like, he was a little kid. And then now him being as an elder, a grown man, seeing them winning again, it's in full circle, and how the city, boy, what, let's take a little trip. Let's see what responses of how the city were. Hold on real quick. I got you. See something. Oh my goodness, let's see something.
Some school buses were set on fire, NYPD vehicles were damaged,
That's
and some
wild.
officers were injured. There were also dozens of New Yorkers who were arrested last night after the Knicks' historic win.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I get it. We're dumb hype.
A lot of the celebrations, for the most part, went.
But we gotta act like we have some decorum here. Low key, I get it. But like hitting officers, like I saw one video of a fan giving an officer a 2-piece and the side, like, beep, 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 and then got scooped up by the next officer. So I'm just like, yo, chill out. It's not that deep, bro. Some of the officers are Knicks fans themselves, but I'm like, yo, I gotta clock in. I gotta work, bro.
Very
That's
well.
wild.
Some of them did get slightly out of control, but for the most part, New York City really came together in what was an electrifying evening after the game. Now, after last night's celebration, as you can see here in Madison Square Garden, the streets are open, they're clean, things are back to normal, and already up. They're lining up at the store in hopes of getting their finals merchandise.
It's been a
Yes,
long
sir.
ride. It's been crazy, but
Hey, New York Knicks, you hurt? Yo, we up. We up.
if anybody deserves to celebrate, have a good time, it's us.
Now, Knicks fans are going to get another chance to celebrate this week. New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani announced the city will have a ticker tape parade for the Knicks, the first time that's happening in Knicks history. They will be honored with a ceremony at City Hall and given the keys to the city.
Damn, Skippy, they got keys to the city. Hold on, let's see what happens. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, nah. Oh, damn, that dude got rolls. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, go home. I got just a little stipulation here. Like, how many of them are actual, like, born New Yorkers present there? And some of them are just implants. Hey, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Sue me. But I would say the average New Yorker, yeah, you feel me? We there, Queens, Brooklyn, the Bronx, feel me? Manhattan, but I don't know, man. I feel a little sus. Yeah, he going to jail. Straight to jail. Send him to jail. Yo. That's... Yo, look at this. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna cap. Send him the fuck home. You cannot celebrate New York Knicks knowing you are LeBron James and Lakers fan. Respectfully, I know you were born in New York, but I gotta resent, I gotta restrict, I gotta pull that shit. Yeah, I gotta pull that shit, dog. I respect it. I know you're here for the hype, but Phantom is that guy. Phantom should be talking about New York Knicks being champions. My man, I love you. I might catch flack, but from one New Yorker to another, you're a LeBron fan. You there? You a Laker? You're there with Harry. You're there with Harry. Shit, Lord. Oh man. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know what? 53 years. Dog, it's wild. Me in my 30s knowing that, like, yo, hey, the New York Knicks becomes champions. Like, there was always the butt of the joke. Like, Knicks fans were freaking legit. They stayed there like Mets. Like, hey, you know what? If we lose, we're going to stick to it. But now knowing that, coming out the mud, getting people that knowing how to play their role. Bodega Cat. And he got the rebounds. I ain't going to lie. OG had a shitty game. Cat got fouled out, but he made sure he had double-digit rebounds. Hart was pulling threes, 14 points. Bridges was pulling his shot, like I think 12 or 13. But still, they did their thing. And Jose Alvarado, I said it when Knicks picked him up. I'm like, they needed a guy that had grit and heart, and he took pressure off of Brunson. Like, Brunson always usually be the one like, all right, I got to sprint across the court. Now he could, all right, I'm gonna take my moments. I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And still, he did his job. He got the steals when he needed the steals. He got that. And Clark on the Cavs when LeBron came, my man was benched. But now in this finals, my man did his job. He's like, you scored when he need to, and he got a ring. He got a ring that he can say, hey, I earned this. I did that. I did that. And that's the part there where it's just unity. Like the Knicks literally bonded New York. They literally like, yo, we are here. And Cat got a ring. Cat got a ring before Jimmy. Jimmy called him soft. He's like, yeah, I'm soft with a fucking ring. Stop playing with me. So he got it. And he there. My boy, yo, son. Yo, he literally hit it with everybody with the dead ass. Straight up with that. He's just like, yo, I'm gonna get lit. Ben Stiller, Spike Lee, they were there from the jump. I would say like avid, true fans. Tommy Chalamet, yo, Tommy, bro, you were swimming in your dad's testicles, my man. I respect it. You a suburban baby. Nah. Like these dudes were there when the Knicks were like dirt. And low-key, I'd rather have like Melo would have signed a 10-day and just like, yo, just come. Let me get a rebound or two. Let me get that ring. But nah, he good. But damn, bro. We really did that. Bro, we really did that. And yo, let me see something real quick. Let me see something. Yeah, here we go. I'm about to share something real quick.
It's an awful idea.
And for what? To go all in hopes of signing Jalen Brunson?
And I worry that they're gonna look at Jalen Brunson and they're like, wait, we spent $27 million.
I want them to eat their words, bro.
He's not a one. I'm not even sure he's a real two.
Yo, you see how like this is just feeding the ego. I think Kobe would have been so proud, like dead serious, like his job finished. Still got work to do, right? But now I want all of them. Yo, they're the best. They're this. Nah, my man. I need you to say I was wrong. I don't play the game. I just watch it as an avid fan. Because some of these analysts probably never even got picked up by their high school team. Keep it a bean. You can watch the shit out of the game. You can see it. You can do all that stuff. But if you're not really in it, what more can you say? And some of the so-called like retired athletes, I'm like, you should know better. But then again, you never played against that type of level of competition. Let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it a bean.
Saddest sweepstakes ever. The Jalen Brunson sweepstakes. Is Jalen Brunson one of the 10 best point guards in basketball?
Yes.
Maybe he's 10.
I don't think he's top 10. I mean, he might not be top 14.
I don't think this is a move that puts them.
A man never got a ring. Shut the fuck up.
It is not going to be the type of player that elevates them into contender status.
But I mean, do we think Brunson is a guy that is going to bring
score? Look at that.
Second round
talking shit. He's scoring.
I don't love the Jalen Brunson signing. I think it's too much money, and I think if anybody screams potential bust in this class,
boy, they talking straight halal, straight halal.
But that man, I put that nigga next to guard. You hear me? He next to guard in my book. Like it's like you got God, you got Jesus Christ, you got Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, you got Jay Prince. I ain't gonna lie, that nigga top 5 in my book. He different. I love him to death.
Yeah, let's go. Let's see that. Let's hear this.
At the end of the day, they don't have a dude.
They don't have a dude.
You gotta have a dude. You gotta have a 1A dude.
And wasn't she an assistant coach for the Spurs for 7 years? Yeah. Clap that, mama. Clap that. Clap the team that you worked for and clap your words. Bow, right there.
And they're missing that at the end of the day if we're just getting down to brass taxes.
They do have their dude.
Yes. Brunson.
Jalen Brunson.
No, he's too small.
But here's the
Too
thing.
small?
If your best player is small.
Mama, they called you too small. And you a Hall of Famer. How? You speaking blasphemy. Are you serious? Bro, yo, this is gonna be tight.
You're not winning.
are probably in the West, but
I'm up for being proven wrong.
Oh yeah, you up for being proven wrong. I need you to like, I apologize.
Stuck on that. I said it 2 years ago. I stand by it. There's no air to be cleared. I said what I said. He proves me wrong. He proves me wrong.
But at the end of the day, they don't
yeah,
have
Jalen Brunson isn't a good player.
You really believe that? Did you ever watch Allen Iverson play?
Let's go. So
Same
I clapped too hard on that.
Same toughness, same mid-range game. The difference is Brunson has more offensive movement, better footwork, better control of the game.
What?
He's stronger than people think.
Yes. When they switched, he was backing people down. He had more weight than Steph Curry, so he was able to back people down. Steph is top 5 for sure. Brunson's top 5. Irrefute me on any of that. I'm like, all right, let's see the stats. If we want to go with stats, we can see the numbers. And now if you want to go with heart, he's walking into it. Everybody's saying it. It's the doubters that says otherwise, right? Right? Oh no, he's a New York Knicks. Nah, he didn't do well in Dallas. Because he wasn't there. He was under Jason Kidd? And I'm not even gonna go with that. But yo, for sure.
And unlike a lot of stars today, he plays to win first. That's why I respect him. This man gave up over $100 million so the Knicks could build a better team around him. Who does that now? Most players talk about sacrifice. Brunson actually did it. That tells you everything about his mentality. That's somebody betting on the legacy of comfort. If you're a Knicks fan, you should appreciate that.
Yes.
Because players like that don't come around often.
Nope.
Especially in New York. He changed the culture there. And whether people admit it or not, this team follows his mentality. That's why they're in the finals.
Listen. If the GOAT himself is saying that, then that's saying something. Like you can't. What we saying? We comparing apples and oranges right now. Like it's the mentality and the people that's willing to follow. And hence why I'm like, that's why I feel more resonance with those type of players. Kobe, always my number one. Now Brunson, not because I'm also short, but I'm also seeing like the heart and grit. Giving up 100 million. We're selfish creatures. Humans, we're selfish to the T because we're greedy. But when it's time to be selfless, to build upon that, you rarely see that. I'm like, oh wait, hold on. There's something good here, right? He was able to just build a team around him. Now think about this. A team that's literally brotherhood oriented, right? To building a dynasty. You don't think superstars would probably feel like, you know what, let me subside my ego. Let me put that to the side. Let me pull up. Yo, hey, Giannis. If you're willing to just be the role man and be the Greek freak that you need to be, my friend, hey, take a pay cut, my friend. Take a pay cut. 1-2 year contract. See if we could try to get a ring within those time frames. I'm just saying we don't give up pieces and stuff, but I don't think we will need that now. Now with the team that we have here. And now that dudes could be healthy. And then we can analyze a little nitpicky and all that good stuff. And I agree with Draymond, low-key about European players. With the exception of Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, and Dirk Nowitzki. Those are like the 3 exceptions that like European players are like a little dirty. But those 3... clean as a fucking whistle. Because they go in there like, yo, we're going to go in there. I'm going to bust your ass and I'm going to put 25 on your neck. Dirk still has the most bloodiest ring that is NBA history. Because he was around teams that were at their prime. So, slayed the Celtics, the Cavs, Celtics, the Heat, the Lakers. Like, basically hard-nosed, heavy team. So Dirk's ring literally made him a staple in Dallas. So that part, I'll give that to him. But other than that, bro, New York the fuck up. You heard? Anywho, that was a long-winded segment right there. But besides that, though, so we kind of wrapped up on a couple of episodes so far. And yes, I was supposed to state that we're supposed to hey, we're going to pick up on the World Cup. But we're going to start shifting scenes, being more in person. Harry's doing live things. I'm doing live things. As soon as things calm down, you'll see us on a regular basis coming back up onto the episodes. A little bit more sneak peeks of having interviews and conversations with the locals. So literally grow with us. Be intentional. Like and subscribe. Hit us a comment. Don't be a stranger. Don't just pull up, see 15 seconds, right? See 15 seconds and then just oh yeah, this shit is trash. Literally vibe with us. If we trash, write it down. Say we trash. Say what we could do better. But don't just sit there and just be a homie hopper. Be a homie and just talk to us, right? Don't be a fucking fake. Anyway, besides that, just hit us up. Let us know, and we're just going to continue to follow suit. Next episode will be better than the previous one, better editing, better ensembles, more interesting topics, right? Because then again, who are you to watch this? You're my homie, right? That's it. That's pretty much it. Yo, like, subscribe. Peace out. God bless.